Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Super Amazing Wagon Adventure. I'm your host TPC Gamer, and today I'm not going to show off any more wagons, because I've shown off all the ones that I actually have unlocked. Instead, I'm going to do something a little bit different and show off Shuffle Mode, which is unlocked the first time you complete the game. It's a pretty special mode of gameplay, we'll say, so let's go! Partially because I want to show off some of the additional features that the game has, and mostly because I need an 11th entry in the series just to fit the naming convention I have in mind. How many of you guys spotted what I was doing, and how long did it take you, by the way? Except, don't answer that, because I'm not shilling for comments like that. Like, subscribe, and rate this 5, please. So, as you can see, Shuffle Mode takes every encounter in the game and just sort of throws them at you in a random order, just to see how long you last. My personal record is 16 days, so I don't think I'll ever be getting the wagon that you get for for surviving more than 50. What I will say though is your chances of progression and survival, they kind of depend on how much the game likes you at any given time. Easy now. I mean, in the past I've had it throw a few really easy days at me, you know, like bypassing boulders in the stream, followed by a room of guns, followed by more boulders. I like how I work out how to bypass the crows successfully right at the end of the scene, and after I took, what was that, 6 hearts worth of damage? Nice work, Andy. The Civil War battle should be easier though, as long as I don't do anything stupid. You know, like shooting the cannons that are right in front of me. Easy now. Oh, also, I did some looking up on the internet, and it turns out that the Union was the blue team, and the Confederacy was grey. So, hooray! I know a thing. A thing that puts me on the intellectual level of a... what, 9-year-old, according to American schooling? I think the fact that I don't know when you're supposed to learn about the American Civil War kind of drops me down from the level of intellect of actually knowing about it in the first place. And I think this one might just be the end of me, because I am not very good at going up against this boat on my own. Yep, there you go. That guy gets a Beyond the Grave kill. And you guys get a 2 for today. So let's go again. See how different this is to the last one, huh? Not too much different, because it's already trying to kill me. Again, I don't know why this is news to me, because the whole point of the game is that you play it to lose. Whoa! I will say, I've noticed something. I'm really good at these stages, except for the ones that take place in the mountains. And I think it's because it has a lot of scenes that have that curtain fire effect. Or maybe it's because it's terribly busy visually and it panics me. And I've mentioned in the past that the main problem you're going to have with this game is when you panic. And if you're one of the people like me, then you're probably me. Seriously, why would you be like me? I don't want to be like me. Get it together. But if you're one of the people who's like me, then you're very easily panicked. And I've mentioned numerous times how I panic about absolutely everything. I mean, I even worry about the baggage retrieval system they got at Heathrow. Pretty sure I already did that reference. I want to say the last video of Under the Skin at some point. Yeah, it's weird. I'll joke about a lot of the time how my commentaries are largely just interchangeable and waffly, because I don't talk about the game too much. You guys are smart, you can all figure out what's going on. But here I can generally remember what I talked about in what video. I mean, I don't even try to do that, it's just knowledge that has wormed its way into my brain and will never leave. For example, I know that retinocochlear cerebral vasculopathy is a mental disease in which the afflicted person believes they are French. I don't even know how I know that. Nor when I will ever need to know that, outside of saying it in these videos, or when I want to show off, just because I know the phrase retinocochlear cerebral vasculopathy. Oh, come on, game. Dead air. Isn't this absolutely thrilling? Oh! That's just unlucky. Alright, one more time. Did I say a twofer? I meant a threefer. Not to be confused with a reefer. As previously mentioned, I am not on drugs, and I will never be on drugs. Although, you will probably be surprised how many times I've been called upon to prove this position. Like, applying for college, I realised I'd forgotten some of my important papers at home, so I had to cycle home and back. Usually a 40-minute trip, I managed it in about 20 minutes. I ran to the registration hall, and they ended up sitting me in a corner, and they said the counsellors on me to try and find out what drugs I was on, and when I took them, and are you sure you aren't on drugs? And is there anything that you want to tell me about drugs and the being thereon? Why am I saving the drugs talk for Oregon Trail and not, you know, LSD, the game that is named after drugs, and that I'm naming all the episodes after drugs? I have absolutely no idea. Why is this game throwing lava bombs at me as frequently as it is? This doesn't happen at all that frequently when you're playing the game, so why do it now? That was worth it. That was totally worth it. Dropping an airstrike on 2 wolves, I guess it was. Was that word mummies spelt with 1 M? I don't know. It was only on the screen for a billionth of a nanosecond, and I've been staring at this scrolling screen for so long, it looks like it was running off the edge. You know, like that one optical illusion you get when you watch the credits at the end of the movie. And this is not a good thing. I want that health kit, but I can't get it because I'm drunk. Not me personally. Although, I think it would help. Except not really. I mean, my friend Chris once got drunk as a means of improving his life. He turned up to his German speaking exam completely smashed out of his mind, ended up getting an A+. And to think, I got an A+ on my German speaking by revising and cramming my head with all kinds of stupid phrases I will never, ever need to say again. You know, except for now, 10 years later, when I can turn to you guys and go, Frau keine Frau, die alles outside, nur nicht ihren Hut, and then act like it's hilarious. Ja, weiß nicht, es ist mir wurscht. So, anyway, I kinda hope Alana Ray isn't still watching these, because every time I say something in German, he shouts at me on Skype. Like, my old German teacher told me that I was really good at speaking German. You speak the language like a native, she said. In that goopy, Gestapo-sounding accent. And that's fine and all, but then you get an actual German person listening to this stuff, and I admit I kinda sound like Babby's first day on the job, you know? So, that's basically my life outside of making videos for YouTube. Other LPs talk to me on Skype and shout at me a lot. Alana tells me off for murdering his language. Curly tells me off for not playing CPC games anymore and not having seen Dread yet. Darth tells me off for not being as awesome as he is. It's a fun little group we have. Ah, man, what else? What else? Oh, well, since we're here in survival mode, I just want to let you guys know this morning, I broke my own personal record for number of consecutive days lived. So, you know, there's that. Gotta take your victories where you can, and victory over atrophy is certainly one I'll take. And go. Worth it. Totally worth it. Net result 0. I didn't lose. I tried, and therefore no one can criticize me. If only I can learn to take this result, this attitude, with more things in my life, am I right? Uh-oh. I'm calling it now. This is going to be my last section, because I am not good at Buffalo in a tornado. I think I've demonstrated this, like... Or maybe not? Or again? Oh, I get it, because I died. I see. I see. Well, that's as good a place as any to stop doing this, on a vaguely high note. So, until next time, goodbye!